Hi guys, today is the day. I have something I'm so excited to share with you that I have been working on for years now. Are you ready? It is the brand new, hot off the press copy of my book, Shine Bright, and it's all about discovering your message, building confidence sharing, and making a difference. So, if you have ever had a dream to start a business or to launch a podcast or to write a book or to start some kind of movement, but you're not sure what your message would be, this book will help you find it. It'll help you find what your message could be, who your people could be, what your right channel is, and how to get out there and make creating simple and fun. And it will also walk you through a lot of the fears that held me back for years around like what will people think and do I look silly and am I ready and all the stuff that can get in our head when we are ready to share our work and creativity and business with the world. So if that resonates with you, check out Shine Bright. And I thought to celebrate, it would be fun to give you an actual sneak peek today of the audiobook. So you can hear if it's something that resonates with you, if you want to get the full version or the paperback or Kindle version, whatever kind of reader you like to be. So I will play that for you. And on a personal note, I just want to thank every single one of you for your comments, your shares, your purchases. I see each one, and it truly means the world to me as an author that's been thinking of you as I write every page for years. And so I just want to let you know that sincerely it makes a difference, helps other people find this book as well. And I'm really just honored to have you here. So, okay, let's get into it. Here is a sneak peek of the audio of Shine Bright. Introduction. Let's get this out of the way now. I don't have 100,000 followers on social media. YouTube hasn't sent me a gold plate for 1 million subscribers. My podcast hasn't graced a top 10 list. Yet. So who am I to be writing a book about shining? Or so my inner dialogue has protested. For the longest time, I held back writing this book because I was worried that, without those shiny accolades, I wasn't qualified to write a book about shining. And to be honest, I am not currently the woman most qualified to write a book about going viral, exploding on TikTok, or gaining 1 million subscribers. That's not my message, and that's not this book. But I am a woman who knows what it's like to struggle with shining and sharing confidently, to hide our light, and what it takes to step into it. I know what it's like to feel so nervous about sharing your first podcast episode that you postpone it for months, even though it's recorded and ready to go. I know what it's like to dream of writing a book, finally do it, and then almost not even publish it because you're so terrified of negative reviews. I know what it's like to second guess every social media post, waiting for that first like to validate you, instead of validating yourself first. I know the frustration of wanting to make a difference, but having no idea how to get your message out there or what your message might be. And I know the ache of working a job you're not passionate about, feeling meant for so much more, but unsure how to find it. And yet, despite all those fears, hesitations, and doubts, I am also a woman who learned how to shine. I finally got up the nerve to publish that first podcast episode and went on to create the Bright Life podcast, sharing hundreds of episodes that reach listeners around the world. Despite months of worrying about one-star book reviews, I published that first book and watched it debut as a #2 bestseller on Amazon for women and business. Even though I was nervous to show my face online, I eventually posted years of videos on my YouTube channel. And yes, I received a few negative comments, but they were less traumatizing than I'd imagined. Without any insider connections, I pitched Ariana Huffington myself and landed multiple articles on HuffPost. And eventually, I took the scariest leap of all. I gave 2 weeks' notice at my corporate job. Since then, I've built businesses, written books, and recorded podcasts from my heart and passions, all while traveling to all 7 continents and over 50 countries. In this book, you'll hear those stories because they're not just my stories, they're our stories, the stories of any woman afraid to shine in her unique way. Because on the other side of them, there is a brilliant, bright, big-hearted woman with a message to share who feels held back by her fears but can't afford to any longer. You are reading this because you are one of the women who feels called to shine, who has a message inside her heart, even if she has yet to uncover what it is. Who knows that she's not meant to live settling for what everyone else thinks is good enough when she desires greatness? You, welcome. Not everyone feels the pull to share, to turn up the dial on her own brightness, to do something extraordinary. But you do. That's why you're here. And like any epic story, maybe you're in the chapter where your storyline is still being revealed. Or perhaps you already know the message you want to share, but have no idea how, where, or with whom to share it. Maybe you're caught up in fears and what ifs, or simply can't break through creative block when it comes time to write, record, or share. That is what this book is about. This book is about finding your message, your platform, your legacy, and the confidence to actually share it. Even if right now it feels more comfortable to hide at home, scrolling social media, watching others create the life, change, and impact you desire. This book is for the woman who has or wants a message, who has an inner knowing that she's here to say and do something that changes lives, yet sometimes doubts herself and often feels too paralyzed to share. In this book, you'll rework your beliefs from self-doubt to empowerment. You'll face your fears. You'll make your inner dialogue more loving and empowering. You'll feel equipped to handle any negative criticism if it comes. You'll become a woman who shows up and shines. Here's what's ahead. Chapter 1, Born to Shine. First, understand why it's so vital that you take up space and shine. You are the only one of you who will ever exist in all of history, so the message inside of you lives and dies with you. No one will ever again be able to share your message in your way. Get fired up and inspired about why it's your time to shine and how doing so benefits not only you, but everyone around you. Chapter 2, Discovering Your Message. If you've wanted to start a business, podcast, nonprofit, or any other platform, but wondered what your message would be, in this chapter, you'll find it. Learn how to translate your passions, experiences, and even struggles into your purpose, even if you're not sure you have anything meaningful to say. I promise you, you do. Chapter 3, Connecting to Your Humans. Get clear on exactly who you're meant to serve. Get to know your dream audience in detail so you can deeply connect with your people. By the end of this chapter, you'll have your audience saying, "Wait, how does she know me so well?" when they hear your words. You'll translate this deep connection to your audience into customers, followers, subscribers, friendships, and lives changed. Chapter 4, Setting Your Highest Vision. If somebody could grant you your wildest dream, what would it look like? How many fans, customers, followers, reviews, or subscribers would you have? What would change in your life? In this chapter, craft the highest vision for yourself and your message. It's hard to get somewhere if you don't know what it looks like or don't see how playing big will serve the world. After this chapter, you'll have a clear, life-changing vision that propels you forward and makes it easier to take big risks, speak boldly, and take action despite your fears. Chapter 5, Embracing Your Voice. Part of what will make your message take off is doing it in your unique way. Your personality, history, experiences, quirks, and imperfections are what will make you resonate with your perfect fit humans. If you've ever felt pressure to fit into a particular box or do things like everyone else, this chapter will free you to embrace what makes you, you. You'll not only see your quirks as your unique flavor, but as your superpower, your voice, your magnetism. Chapter 6, Overcoming Internal Criticism. Once you're clear on your message, your humans, your vision, and your unique flavor, it's time to share. Unfortunately, this is often when self-talk pops in with all kinds of fears about putting yourself out there and using your voice. In this chapter, learn how to reframe worries like, I'm not good enough, I'm too much, I'll come off as pushy, I'll make others feel bad, and more. Chapter 7, Navigating External Criticism. Even after you start to feel more confident internally, there will come a time when someone leaves a negative comment or review. How do you handle this moment? Better yet, how do you prepare for it so you don't burn a ton of energy worrying about it before it happens? In this chapter, we'll talk about how to face external criticism with confidence. Chapter 8, Building Best-in-Class Mindset. Finding your voice is one of the most transformative journeys you'll ever take. However, to achieve your dreams, you'll need the beliefs that help you get there. Get to know what the version of you with a world changing message, $1 million business, best selling book, or a viral platform is like. Identify gaps in who you are now so you gradually start to become her, and shift your entire reality as you do. This is a lifelong process of becoming. And in this chapter, you'll get the tools and strategies that will support you at each new level of your evolution. Chapter 9, Simplifying Your Process. If you've ever experienced that feeling of creative block, or had all the inspiration in one moment only for it to fall flat when you actually start creating, that's actually very normal. In this chapter, learn my favorite tips, tricks, and systems for getting out of overwhelm and into action. After 15 years of creating content, writing books, managing blogs, and even running a copywriting agency, I'll share my favorite strategies to get organized and inspired, even when you feel stuck. Learn how to avoid energy drains and support your highest voice, flow, and creativity. Chapter 10, Shining in All Seasons. The human journey is filled with all kinds of seasons, some of success, some of failure, and some of transition. In our closing chapter, learn how to navigate shining through all of life's seasons. Discover how to find peace in each season, live without regrets, and shine in a way you'll be proud of looking back. Because at the end of the day, shining isn't about 1 million followers, a blue check mark, or anyone else. It's about you. It's an inside game. It's about what you believe about yourself, how much space you allow yourself to take up, how you perceive and communicate your worthiness and value, how much you allow yourself to use your voice, the voice that only you have, how big you want to go in changing the world, even if it starts inside your own home and family. It's the story that only you know, the experiences that only you have seen through your eyes, the message that only you can share in your unique way with the world. It's about shining and living in the fullness of you. This book will help you get through all the stuff in your head that makes you think it's about something else or someone else. It will connect you with the woman inside wanting to take up space, share her heart with the world, leave an impact, and do it in a way that feels true to you. By the end of this book, you'll not only know what your message is, but you'll feel confident sharing and shining brightly. You'll have conviction around why it's so important to use your voice in the way that only you can. You'll know how to navigate the internal and external criticisms that make you hold back, play small, and downplay your greatness. You'll have a vision for what's possible that moves you to tears, and you'll feel compelled to roll up your sleeves and get to work. You'll have a roadmap for shining in all seasons and for becoming the light this world needs. So let's start at the beginning, why you're uniquely, undoubtedly born to shine. Okay, so that was a sneak peek of the audio of Shine Bright, which you can find on Audible, on Amazon, on Kindle. I will share a link below. Thank you again for every single purchase, every single share, every review. It means so much to me and it helps other people discover this book. So I just want to thank you for being here and being the reason I get to write these words and the person that I think about through every single page of this book. So I'm so grateful and I cannot wait to see what this book helps you create and bring forth into the world. And I cannot wait to see you shine.